name is Becca. Welcome back to Raising Them Simply. Here we share all about our secular homeschool as a family of 5. Today we are going to chat about an update and why I just kind of fell off the face of the earth. So if you are new here, I have a 2nd grader, a preschooler, and a toddler running around in the mix. I'm also a part-time working mom as a nurse. So this channel is all things homeschooling and how we make it work for our family. So if any of that interests you, please hit that subscribe button so you are notified of future videos. But let's jump into it. So I made a little post a while ago on this channel. I'm not going to get too much into it. If you are in the US at all, if you have any access to the internet, you know there's been a lot going on politically and otherwise in the United States. And for my mental health, I just needed to take a step back from doing videos. We are also expecting our next child. So we are very, very excited. The kids are excited. But between those two things, we also have a family member who recently went on hospice, and that has been a lot. So what's been going on politically lately was just kind of the cherry on top of everything else that was going on in our life. And I just needed to take a step back, like I mentioned, for my mental health. I'm feeling great, honestly. I'm having some fatigue, but I'm not having any morning sickness or anything, which has never happened before because I usually get sick every single one of my pregnancies. But I've been feeling great other than needing a nap a couple times a week in the afternoon. So that's really hasn't affected our school, thankfully. And the school year has been going great. I'm sorry, I'm hoping I'm good to go and we will go back to weekly videos here. But I also wanted to give you an update as far as how our school year is going. So we are going to start with my preschooler first. So she will be 4 in November. We are doing all about reading, the pre-reading, as well as purposeful preschool from the Waldock Way. Between those two resources, school has been going phenomenally. I am so glad I prepped everything. I laminated everything, divided everything out and stuff because I would not have the energy to do that right now. And if you followed along for a while, you know that we started all about reading pre-reading a while ago, back in January, and stopped because I was trying to do the cheap way by getting all these resources from all these different places free, and I just didn't have anything prepared all in advance. And because everything is open and go now at this point, it has been going really well. And my daughter's retaining a lot of information, which has been going really great. We also started doing some game schooling with her. I'm sorry, I gotta let my dog in, just one moment. Okay, sorry about that. So we've also been doing some game schooling with her. So some of the things that we're doing is we're doing Candyland. My daughter's having a blast. Obviously there's like color recognition and there's some counting, like going 1 versus 2 spaces. Mostly the colors is what we're focusing on, but she just loves the one-on-one games and it really helps fill her cup. So even though we've already done color, she knows all her colors and stuff like that, I thought it would be a nice, easy way for us to start school with her. So a lot of times in the morning, she's the first child to wake up and we will do Candyland together before any of the other kids get up or before we do school. And like I said, it really helps fill her cup. A second game that we got out, I'm gonna link it down below. It's actually this really cool contraption where it's a frog with a scale on either side, and there's weighted numbers 1 through 10, and then there's little frogs. And so the point is that if you put the number 2 on one side, you have to put 2 frogs on the other side to make the scale equal. And if you put too many or too little frogs on that side, it won't be equal. So she's been having a lot of fun with that. This game actually grows. So if you put 2 and 3 on there, for example, you would have to put 5 frogs on the other side. So it helps with beginning concepts of addition, which I thought would be really cool. She's not liking that game as much as I was hoping, but it is something that we are using every once in a while, and when we do use it, she really gets into it. So that is another resource we are doing for her. But preschool, that's pretty much it, and it's been going great. Now for my second grader, we're gonna start with English language arts first. So we've got All About Reading Level 2. We're doing pretty much a lesson every day, and a lot of the stuff is review. Like he can look at the card and just, he knows the word because he's been reading so well over the last 9 months or so that he just knows these words, and I don't really have to teach him anything at this point as far as like the words go. He just knows them by sight. However, there are rules in there, like for right now we are doing open and closed syllables, and so I'm still going through every lesson to make sure that he knows some of these rules and concepts like that, but we're going through a lesson a day and it maybe takes 10 minutes. So that's been going really well. And then for spelling, we're doing spelling UC. My son did express some frustration at first because these are really easy words for him right now, but we did not do spelling last year. And the reason for that is because my son has dyslexia. And if you've been around for a while, it wasn't until about a year ago that my son actually really understood reading, and it finally clicked because we worked through some of those struggles that he had. And so I started at a grade level below where he was for reading. So we did skip some of the lessons in the beginning because my son was frustrated, but where we're at right now, I'm actually really liking it because I feel like for second grade, we added a lot of things like spelling and dictation and all of these other things, and I didn't want him feeling overwhelmed. So these lessons take 5 minutes, if that. They go really quickly, and my son doesn't get frustrated. So I feel like that's a win-win. Now, we do, as far as read alouds and stuff like that, we do Build Your Library for history, and that involves all of that. So we are doing pre-history right now. We are on only week 2, I believe. We do history really slowly. It's a 5-day-a-week thing, but we homeschool year round, so we don't do history 5 days a week. But my preschooler is also really enjoying this pre-history that we're doing. I would say the biggest kind of, not really hiccup, it's something that I expected. The only caveat that I have to the Build Your Library is notebooking, and I know that it's a big Charlotte Mason thing. My son just doesn't like notebooking, and my son is very artistic. He will draw things, and he's got this incredible imagination, and he builds things and all this stuff, but once you tell him he has to draw something, it's like hitting a wall. And so if you have a child like that, please let me know if you've worked through that or you have something different that you do, because I would like to know. I mean, we get through it, so it's not that big of a deal. But I'm trying to figure out a way to navigate that. But right now that's going fine. I did express before that I was nervous about doing dictation and spelling at the same time, but there's not that much dictation that we've come across at this point. And because the spelling UC is going so well, I don't see it being an issue if we have to do dictation for that and spelling, even though there's already dictation in the spelling UC curriculum. So we have been loving that so far for the prehistory. Next, we're doing Math with Confidence. We are still wrapping up grade 1. We are almost done. I'm expecting we're gonna have maybe a month left, if that, before we go to the second grade level. It might be less than that, honestly, because a lot of this is reviews. So right now we're working on calendar work and time. And when it comes to calendar work, we've been working on that since kindergarten. So that was really easy for him, and we were able to skip lessons for that. And then as far as time, we did the Good and the Beautiful math for kindergarten, and they already addressed time at that point. And then we were doing some time just on ourselves here and there before that as well. So I expect that we're going to be moving on from that here pretty quickly. And then we're still doing Math Island for our supplement. I actually have it right here. We're not using it as much anymore because my son got his addition facts down and subtraction facts down really, really quickly with this game. I cannot recommend it enough. I will link it down below for you guys, but it really, really helped in a fun way learning different math concepts. Okay, so sorry about that. We've got a toddler that just needs some more one-on-one mime time right now, so we're just gonna roll with it. So for science, we're doing nature study. I have done videos on this. I will link it down below. I have a discount code for this curriculum. I love it. We decided to wait on this until fall actually started because that just made more sense to my brain. So we did some lessons. We learned about different fungus and different types of leaves and stuff like that for our area. And then we went on a nature walk at a local nature reserve. We found these different leaves that matched the different ones we were looking for, and we made a collage with them. So it's a very fun, hands-on, gentle nature study. She's got a lot of stuff in here, but we're really enjoying this so far. Even though we've only done a couple days of this, we've been really enjoying this. Okay, next we're gonna talk about our extras. So for German, we're using Homeschool Languages German. We're on lesson 6, I believe, at this point. We are loving it. I will say, I have to contact the company because I haven't yet, but I have gotten a little bit frustrated because in the booklet that they give you, there are links. And so if I type in the link, it'll come up to a video, but it'll say it's a private video. So I can't actually access it that way. Now there is a way if I go on to Homeschool Languages, from what I purchased, I can go to the different lessons and it'll do videos. But there's been a couple times where the video up there is a Spanish video instead of German, or I've noticed that the video's under the wrong lesson. And I know that German isn't the most popular choice of languages out of the ones that they have. I mean, most of the videos that I see on here are for Spanish. So I'm not sure if anyone's contacted them. I just haven't had the time to do so yet, but I do plan on doing that here shortly, and I will give you guys some feedback on that. We're taking it very slow. We're doing lots and lots of review. My preschooler in particular loves this setup. She loves Hans, who is a rhino puppet. He only speaks German, and she loves the good morning song. Well, I should preface this. You could do good morning, good afternoon, or good night. And she loves singing that song. She sings it all day long as just like a greeting song that they do for the curriculum. So my daughter loves that German curriculum. As far as the other extras, in our curriculum Picks Hall video, we talked about this inspiring stories for brilliant boys. This we just read one story once a week, every other week, as like a extra thing that we do at bedtime, which has been going well. These are just cool little short stories. We talk about what the moral thing of that story is at the end of it. So that has been good. For the anger management booklet, we read through this together. We've done 1 or 2 of these so far. We just started school about a month and a half ago. I don't want to do this all the time. This is something that we do. I would like to do it once a week, just honestly with everything going on. We just haven't. But what I do is on the whiteboard, I don't know if you can see, I write my child's names. That part I erase because I don't share that on here. But I write down the different things that we have to do for that day. And then we erase it as we go through. So if I want to do this, I put it on there. That way my son knows what we have to do for the day, which has been really helpful for him. And then I just leave it up. So it also helps remind me at night that we have to go through this that night before bed. There's been some great conversations from this. It's supposed to be like a workbook style where you write in here. We don't do that. We just have an open conversation with this. And then we've got this highlights, search and find, hidden picture magazine. My son really enjoys these, and I thought he would want to do more of these in between doing our school lessons, but he hasn't been liking this as much as I thought as part of school. He just wants to do it on his own. So honestly, I mean, he's still gonna use this. We'll use these for road trips and stuff, but I'm not incorporating it into our school day anymore because it just doesn't hit the mark for him when it's scheduled thing, I guess.
Mommy.
Yes, honey. What? What's over there? You might go outside? Yeah. You gotta wait a second, okay? I also have this logic book workbook for gritty kids workbook. Some of these are kind of over his head. My son is 7. This is for ages 6 to 10. Some of these are concepts that we haven't gone over yet. But some of the ones that are in here, kind of like with the highlights magazine, he loves these kind of books, and I thought he'd like to do it if we like scheduled it in. I don't know. It's something that he just wants to be able to do on his own, which is fine. I was just looking for something that could help work his brain or warm up his brain when I was working with his younger sister. But that's fine. This is something that we will still use. It's just not something that I'm scheduling in right now. Okay, so that is everything for this video. Our school year, like I said, has been going great. There's just a lot of crazy things going on in our personal life and the world right now. I'm really hoping that I'm gonna still keep up on the weekly videos for you guys. That's my goal. And I'm hoping that, so that is everything. That's our update. I'm really hoping to be able to get into the groove again here with us doing weekly videos, and that things are gonna run a little more smoothly now that I took some time off to decompress and we're feeling good and everything. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really lets me know what kind of videos you like to see on this channel. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how your school year is going, and hit that subscribe button. It is a free way for you to be notified of future videos, and I can't wait to catch you guys next time. Bye.